I just want to begin by thanking our first responders and our elected leaders and our crisis management. No community has a greater priority than protecting our children. And although there is significant loss, we are just so grateful that all of our kids are going to be showing up to school when we're ready to go. So thank you so much to all of you for keeping our kids safe. I know our parents are deeply grateful for that. Shelley and I are here to talk about some of the next steps in connecting families to resources. We know that one of the most important ingredients in getting families access to support is providing clear communication and navigation to those services. It has been unimaginable, the outpouring of support from businesses, from nonprofits, all of our local entities, our faith-based community stepping up both locally, regionally, and nationally. The beauty in that is there's a lot of support coming our way, and we're grateful. It will take a very organized system for us to connect families to that. Spokane Public Schools and Innovia have partnered with our city and our county partners and other nonprofits to launch a website, SpokaneResources.org. On that site, any member of our community can go and get connected to the resources that are available. An entity that would like to offer services or support can go to that website and complete a form to have their information shared. Businesses that are starting to think about the impacts to them and their next steps, there's resources that will take them to Greater Spokane Incorporated and our other business entities to help offer them support. And individuals that would like to volunteer, and there has been an outpouring of support. We have almost 400 kids here at our day camp, 11 to 3 kids. We've got kids from Spokane Public Schools, from Meade, from 9 Mile, and others here, and it's just been amazing to see volunteers show up and offer to help, which we're grateful of. But again, we need a clear process and a system to really maximize the potential of support that's out there. So we're encouraging our community to access that website as a one-stop shop location for resources. It really runs a continuum, whether people are looking for support around food, shelter, any type of services that are going to be associated with helping get them moving in the healing process and getting going back in the right direction. And then any entity that would like to offer services, again, both locally, regionally, or nationally, we're asking them to go through this site, complete that form. That will then allow us to connect them to the right entity that will help them best leverage that resource. We've heard from large corporations across the country. We want to make sure that we're an efficient conduit to maximize that resource. So with that, again, thank you to everyone for their support and the just amazing effort to pull our community together. And I'll turn it over to Shelley now to talk a little bit about charitable giving.
I would just love to start by giving a big thank you to the generosity of our community. When disaster strikes in Spokane, people step up. And whether it's neighbors, housing neighbors right now, or if you are one of the folks who so generously dropped off in-kind donations to Second Harvest, Inland Northwest Partners, or one of our many community nonprofit partners, or whether you're one of the over 2,000 individuals who has made a donation, both small and large, to support those most impacted, this community has really shown up in force. But the key to getting that support out to those who have been impacted by the fires, as Adam said, is the fact that we need to be organized in this response. And so we are inviting those who, if you are not yet on the website, if you are a church partner, if you're a community partner and you're not yet signed up, get signed up. Because our families, those who have been impacted, when you come to the Disaster Resource Center, we need to be organized for you to receive that support and the generosity that's coming back. This generosity is initially going to go out the door through our community partners who are here to assist you. So as the sheriff said, we are still in an active fire. And so right now we're focused on making sure everyone has safe housing, that they're fed, that they have basic needs met. After we transition past this phase, then the generous dollars that come through the door will then go out to start to support families who are rebuilding. It's a long process. I hate to say that we've done this before, but for all of us standing here, we're here in 2020, we were here in 2023, and we're here now. We are still working with those communities that were impacted by those previous fires, and recovery is a long road. And this week, that recovery starts for our families who've been impacted at that Disaster Resource Center. So please come connect with community partners who are here to offer the initial assistance to start you on that road to recovery. And for those of you who have donated so generously, continue to donate, to continue to get back. Go and sign up for volunteer opportunities on Volunteer Spokane. We just appreciate all of you for your generosity. Thank you.
Well, thank you both for the work to create that online directory and then to talk about what folks can expect in person here at the Disaster Assistance Center starting tomorrow. Chandra.
Good afternoon, everyone. So one of our foundational tenets in emergency management is that all disasters are local. And what that means is disasters begin local and they end local. So at the outset, it is our local first responders and public safety agencies that are providing the initial emergency response to the incident. And you know, we get a large number of help from whether it is from other counties, whether it is from the state, or in this particular instance, we have help coming to us from all over the United States. We have fire crews from Alaska. We have fire crews from virtually every corner of the United States on the ground here helping us this week. But eventually all of that help goes home. And we are left together as the locals to continue to support each other. And that is really the role of the Disaster Assistance Center. It's to give that place where folks can come in, and it's really designed to be a one-stop shop for impacted households to come in, get your questions answered, get connected with resources, and really provide a foundation and a good starting point for your recovery. I don't need to repeat what's been said already. Recovery is going to be a hugely long road for folks. It's difficult, it's challenging. You're going to have moments of despair, you're going to have moments of joy, you're going to have hope. And I've been in this business long enough to understand that hope is not a strategy, but to shore up that hope and to make that hope real. You have literally hundreds of individuals and organizations and agencies who have come together to assist this community in its recovery. So when you come to the DAC starting tomorrow, the Disaster Assistance Center, one of the things I really want folks to do is we have a terrific organization here locally. It's called the Spokane Regional Long-Term Recovery Group. And this is an organization that we stood up following the Oregon and Gray Road fires in 2023. They are now a fully accredited 501c3, and they are our designated agency who will manage case management and case navigation for our impacted households. So when you come to visit the DAC, please, I'm going to say it again, please, make sure that you stop and you talk to the recovery group folks, because they will be the formal intake for all of our impacted households. And this is critically important because we need to have your information and the specifics on what your situation is so that we can more effectively help you navigate the myriad of resources that are going to be available for you. And we can take unmet needs, so things that are not currently being met by our existing resource pool. The SRLTRG will assist in finding other resources to meet those unmet needs. So it really is critical for folks to connect with them and fill out an intake form. And I want to assure you that it's all confidential. All of your information is protected. This is not something that gets shared out publicly. Everything that the LTRG does is done with privacy and confidential status in mind. So please don't worry about the security of your information. It's just important that we have the information so that we can appropriately direct you to resources or direct resources to you. That being said, we have, as was alluded to earlier, we have the local agencies, we have both city departments and county departments, so if folks have questions on how to do the permitting for demolition, debris removal, rebuilding, if you lost your driver's license, we'll have Department of Licensing here. We have DSHS, we have a variety of organizations here for you to provide support to you. And the Disaster Assistance Center will operate for as long as we need to. Currently, we've planned through end of day on Sunday, but if need continues and we have good foot traffic coming in and folks are still looking for information, we will of course extend that out through into the week. So please make an effort to come and get connected, because you will be able to get your questions answered and find some support. Thank you.